This is my son Jordan. He's 14 and he's a ninth grader in high school here in the Atlanta area. This video contains a very special message to young boys in elementary school and high school, as well as their fathers, particularly young black or African American boys and their fathers. Got a message for you. But first, let me tell you about a story that was in Time magazine earlier this year. The story is called Affirmative Action for Boys, and there's a link to this article to the right of the video. But basically what it talks about is, and you probably already know this, that boys are failing in school. Boys are falling way behind girls even in school. And this article talks about that. It's a very big problem in schools across the country, regardless of race, or at least as far as I can tell, race or any other background. It's just a problem with boys in general. And upon examination, the reasons are one of four things: peer pressure, role models, has to do with role models, classroom bias, or parent power. But what I want to focus on is the issue of peer pressure. So you say, not your typical Negro, Kevin, the title of your video is Young Men in School Stop Fronting Now That Obama's Elected. So what's this got to do with Obama? Then you got a picture of your son up there. What are you getting ready to talk about? Well, here's the issue. Barack Obama, President-elect, very historic and very great achievement for this man, particularly considering the odds and his background and what he faced. The man, he had the opportunity to go to great schools. He had support, and he overcame many odds to get where he is today. But I have my son here because my son is a type of Barack Obama. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, Barack Obama obviously was a very intelligent young man in school, and no doubt there were people, other children in the class, who picked on him and attempted to discourage him because he talked white, quote unquote, or because he was smart. And no doubt he had pressure on him through elementary school, high school, and even in college. How do I know this? Because not your typical Negro, that's right, me, Kevin, I experienced the same thing. I was a gifted child. I was reading and doing multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff before I even started school. I was talking at a very young age. I was extremely gifted. I skipped the fourth grade. I can go on and on. So I experienced, and then the way my parents raised me. My dad did not allow me to hang out in the streets. He didn't allow us to speak slang language in the home. So when I was in school, I was picked on because I wore glasses and because I talked quote unquote proper and because I was smart. Well, guess what? My son Jordan, you see him right here. He's experiencing the same thing. First of all, he's very handsome, but of course, you see the genes. He's got good genes. But he's tall. He's 6'2", extremely intelligent young man, and the girls seem to find him attractive because he's smart, intelligent. He's got it going on. He's a quiet-natured young man, and the young men in school want to, what's the word that the kids use? They hate on him. And he experiences a lot of pressure because of this from other young black boys. And I want to send a message out to young black boys. You all are getting all excited because Barack Obama is the president. You all celebrate, but you hate on the young kids in your classrooms who had it going on like Barack Obama did when he was in school. There are young men in your class that are intelligent, that are trying to to do their thing and get their education. And some of you young men out there, you pick on and you ostracize these children, these young men. And it's wrong. And it's wrong for you to do that. And it's also wrong for you to be hypocritical. That means you celebrate Barack Obama's success on one hand, but you contribute and try to bring some other young men down in your same school and in your other classroom. Fathers, I encourage you to talk to your sons about this kind of behavior. Talk with your sons, or even mothers if you're listening. Talk with your sons about this very issue. It's wrong to discourage another potential Barack Obama with this kind of behavior. My son is experiencing it now. I experienced it when I was a young man. I think that we need to do more as parents in encouraging all of our children, sons and daughters, to uh, to embrace success, to embrace achievement. You all know where I'm going with this. This is my daughter. Her name is Talia. Outstanding student. She's in honor roll classes here. We just went to her banquet last week. She's an athlete. Here she's receiving an award here with her little friends. She received 2 or 3 awards for most improved athletes. I think she got a student scholar athlete, some other awards. So she got about 2 or 3 awards that night. So I'm very proud of my daughter. Her name is Talia. She attends Norcross High School. So ladies and gentlemen, young men, stop hating on other Barack Obamas in your classroom. Why don't you be a Barack Obama instead of hating on other Barack Obamas? You feel me? I think y'all still say that. Anyway, take care. Again, dads, talk with your sons. God bless.